Okay, I've had a few people ask me about how you fix the main brush on a ecovacs X1 Omni when it wears out. I'll show you the difference. This is a brand new brush straight out of the box, and I don't know if you can see there. This is the drive spigot, the drive mechanism, and on here we have a little around the outside of this bit that mounts inside the hoover. There's a little bit of rubber. It's very, very, very thin and squishy, and this acts as like a solid seal and keeps this thing in place. Now what happens is, especially if you've got big hairy dogs like I have, right, what happens is it comes out the hoover like this, right, with all that kind of dog fluff and stuff around it. And what happens is, if I take this little piece off the end here, what happens is the rubber coating on here completely wears away. This is now just grey plastic. And what happens is, I don't know if you can see, you probably can't, the difference is tiny between these two, but you notice this one on the new brush is a little bit larger. So what happens is this rattles around inside there, and it makes a horrible noise, and it stops it being effective. And this happens on the other end as well. These are also rubber coated, and it wears away on both sides. What happens is the friction with the dog hair wears the rubber away, right? So the answer to this is get yourself some of this stuff, right? You've seen it before. This is what you see it in the DIY store. You may have used it to, if you've done home brewing, or if you've siphoned petrol, if you were alive in the 1970s, right? And what you want to do is cut yourself a little teeny tiny bit off the end of this. You want to cut the same length as fits on here, right? So just about so much, about 4 or 5 millimeters of it. Just cut that off the end. Right, and now you have a new little grommet. Now, this isn't going to fit very easily. It doesn't want to go on there, but you'll find you mash it and stuff. The way to do it is to heat it up. Now, I haven't got any here. I'm upstairs, so I don't have a kettle. But if you just pour a little ramekin of boiling hot water, put this in, let it heat up, it'll go soft. And what will then happen is it will fit on your drive mechanism. Here's a brush out of my current robot, and you can see how this thing just slides on the end there, right? So basically, this is a piece of that tubing that, once it's been heated up, it just sits on there perfectly. Same on the other end. So you'll notice this is a little bit longer, because what happens is, you see that the metal bit on the end of here, when that rubber wears away, that little bit sits proud of the end. I don't know if you can see that. It's just a little bit sticking out, right? And that sits in the unit of your robot and wears itself, and drills itself a little hole in the inside of your robot. So what happens is, as well as the brush wobbling around this way, it also wobbles around this way as well, to the point where this will eventually fall out and cause you all no end of pain. But this little bit of rubber, stick it over the end there, problem solved. That's how you do it.